Darren, where does that rank in terms of performances since you arrived at the club?
I would say it's probably been the best home performance that I've seen since I've been in post. I thought the support tonight, over 1,000 supporters, was excellent. So thank you for coming and getting behind the players. But I thought it was a performance that the supporters deserved.
About the first 5 minutes or so, Totton had a fair bit of the ball, but without really creating much. And first opening to get that goal, a terrific cross and finish, and it really sort of lifted the crowd even more.
Yeah, it was a good finish. I thought it was a well-worked goal. Jordan done well, obviously excellent cross from Rainsy, and obviously a brilliant finish. It's a good start. I thought tactically we were very astute in the way we played there to change and match us up. So, overall a really good performance. Obviously one or two players, Brad, I thought and Jake ran the front line really well and was a constant threat. You wouldn't want to mark them. And for it to be Jake's first home game, I thought he was the energy that he showed. As a player, playing behind him, you want to follow.
I thought the energy throughout, really, especially considering you had that hard game on Saturday against Hornchurch, which would have taken it out of the players, and late heartbreak in that one. But the character and the fitness level was so impressive tonight.
I think it's the honesty in the group, having the ability to evaluate honestly on their performance. We were so disappointed with Saturday. So for Kieran to react in the way that he has and score the goal, it's not been easy for the players. Russie, what a great effort it was from Russie tonight. He's been on the wrong end of a decision. Then obviously Jack, two centre-halves were excellent because Totton are a real threat. And they've been together for a period. They're off the back of a promotion. I think Jimmy has done a great job there. So we knew the game wasn't going to be easy, but it was a result that we deserve through our performance.
Yeah, I thought a much deserved clean sheet as well. A great save from Harvey Wiles-Richards midway through the second half, and then centre backs, everybody being in, not just the back four, it's just the team as well. They're rallying around.
Well, we had to, for me personally, doing a lot of self-reflection when you need a win. I went back to the same notes when I first arrived at Chippenham. So we relayed that message to the group. We thought, having the ability to concentrate for 90 minutes plus was very important. And I think we could have been out there all night and showed a real solid defensive structure to our game. And if we do that, we're going to score goals. So, that's the last, 3 games now in terms of Farnborough. Then we played Hornchurch, and today, we're scoring goals. So we've just got to make sure we tidy up defensively.
You mentioned before the game, obviously, that the home form hasn't been the best this season. So how important was it to do it in front of your own fans? Play as impressively as that tonight?
I don't think it's been great since I've been in. I've never seen my team play at home with a real powerful performance throughout, whether that's in defence or attack. So I was desperate to get that because, you stood there wondering why. I know there's a slope on the pitch, and there's reasons, in terms of the way the pitch played last year. But I thought the pitch was the best it's been since I've been in. Obviously, the rain has helped. Ground staff have done a great job. The players really appreciate that, and it allowed us to play our game up against a good Totton team. So, I think it all come together, and the players just being aware that how important it was to put in a performance for our supporters.
I think Jake Table and Brad Ash outstanding up top. I wanted to ask, you had 2 strikers alongside you, sort of helping you almost as assistants tonight. How much of a beneficiary was that to you in the dugout?
I thought they were brilliant throughout. I think since I've been in this football club, the support's been phenomenal. Obviously, I don't want to rush the decision. We want to get it right as a football club in terms of who we bring in and why we're bringing them in, because we can't afford to get that wrong, because it's such an important role. You can see, when you're playing these games, there's a lot to think about tactically, and I need the support. The players need the support, so we've got to make sure we're making the right choice. But having said that, the staff have been excellent, really supportive.
Hemel Hempstead on Saturday. You hoping obviously they'll have half an hour in a cup game the week later, but play like tonight, then you'll feel that you can match anybody in this league.
I've got to be honest, since the season started, we don't fear anyone when we play. Well, we've been very unlucky with Farnborough, Hornchurch and Chelmsford. It's been so close. That's been, a real positive to take, that if we do concentrate and we do make sure we're strong defensively, we'll be a match for anyone, and Saturday will be no different.
Thank you very much. Fine performance, and thank you for chatting to us tonight.
Cheers, thank you.